the guest list. I ain't VIP. I snuck in the exit, learned the VIP.
What happened to every day, Jay? Well, to sum it up in one word, women. I could do a thesis. I could do a video series on the females that I've been dealing with as of late, but that's not what you clicked on the video for. But quick update to another quick point. The Obama video is on its way. It's in production right now. I'm pinning the script as we speak, so that's going to take some while. It's a real video, scripted, edited. I'm putting the whole shebang on it, so it's going to take a minute, but it'll be well worth the wait. Now, on to the subject at hand. Van Jones. I have seen this video circulating throughout the online sphere as if this is some great grand revelation, or as if this is something oh so shocking, when in reality he says absolutely nothing new, nothing that average people don't know. I really like to lean in on the fact that it's on CNN, to whereas why a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, this is such a shocking revelation, but it truly isn't. Don't believe me? Let's go.
Becoming a party of the very high and the very low. If you could pull out the working class, you've got people who are very well educated and very well off. Those people that talk funny, Latinx, I've never met a Latinx, I've never met a BIPOC, I've never met, all this weird stuff that these highly educated people say.
Yeah, that it's almost as if academia has been a breeding ground for a bunch of bullshit and nonsense, such as gender, such as the entire quote-unquote science behind gender, because that really is the seed that has bore all of this Latinx, BIPOC, Juneteenth, like victim mentality nonsense, like how I identify is more important than what the reality of my situation is. If I want to see myself as a panda bear, do you know in New Jersey right now there are schools that are trying to pretend as if furries have furry is a thing. You can identify as a furry, and there are children walking around in those schools. I've seen the videos with the children walking around in the schools in their little furry, in their little mascot uniforms, and not the school mascot, like their little, like they're identifying as they so see fit. And I'm just sitting here like, bring bullying back, please. Bring bullying back. But to parse what he says in the beginning of it, he says, yeah, there's basically two different levels of Democrats, which is those who are on what I call the bureaucratic plantations in a lot of urban areas where, the bureaucracy, all these government jobs that, really are useless and redundant in many cases. They're a part of that well-off, educated group, but the people that they quote-unquote represent, who they don't really represent, those are the ones who are just suckling off the welfare state, when in reality it's all suckling off the welfare state. The colleges cannot exist without, pretend as if they cannot exist without the government money. The bureaucratic, the people who are getting, SNAP, EBT cards, the single mothers, that types, they cannot exist without that government supplement, So basically, that is the crux of, that is both ends. The Democratic Party has both extremes damn near completely monopolized. You're not off the hook there, Republicans, at all. Because one of the things that has happened, particularly in urban spaces, is the Republican Party ran away, right? And they're like, hey, like back in the 60s and 50s and shit, they're like, fuck it, we're out. And they've basically monopolized many areas of the country, usually by county, but it can also break down to, like, municipalities. There's unwritten, unspoken agreements that Republicans steer clear, because, they're going to what the Republican will do is sit there and invest in the companies that are, a part of the chaos that urban life brings. So, yeah, Van Jones, you're not saying any damn thing. But let's let him finish his little shocking revelation. The same bundle of sticks that cried on CNN. What complete trash.
Day is bizarre. Nobody talks that way at the barber shop, the nail salon, the grocery store, the community center. But that's how we talk now. So that's weird. And then
yeah, that's how. No, y'all talk now. Remember that when you say we, yes, you are a part of that bubble. That's all y'all guys are in. And when in reality, most people just don't, because the amount of people who go through, like complete college is like isn't as high as I think. I should have probably, if I thought of this, I would have looked up the numbers first. But as far it's called elite for a reason. It's called the upper echelon. It's called the elite for a reason. No, not everybody gets into these little clubs. And even those clubs have their little skull and bones and boulets and all that other fun shit. So, yeah, those clubs are even smaller. So when you guys sit there and be like, oh, yes, average people are really into this shit. Since 2008, y'all really have, jumped the fucking shark. The elite in this country have jumped the fucking shark. And now here we are about... freaking 12, no, what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not good at math, guys. A few years later, quite a few years down the road, and, 14 years later, and here we are, where you guys are your heads are so far up your ass, that, no, you really don't think the rest of us can see your bullshit. Such as with the fortification of the election, such as with this Juneteenth and Kwanzaa and all these. You really think we that slow and dumb? And a lot of us are on the, on this end. On the base end, a lot of people are really slow. And guess what? With this being portrayed as this grand revelation as it is, kind of proves that point, because we all knew that it's complete horseshit. Particularly BIPOC. I did a whole video on the term BIPOC. Yeah, bro, it's fucking stupid. No one's going to be saying that. It's the same thing with the Latinx and all this different terminology that these professors, and like the Professor Crunks and the Ibrahim X Kendis, all these different, intellectuals, the Cornel Westes of the world, the Eric Michael Dysons, all these different, quote unquote, intellectuals have created in order to justify their fucking paychecks. That and you guys buy into it wholeheartedly because you're of that class. When the rest of us, working middle class, just average ass people, nah, fam, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what we be on.
And then the people who are very low down on the economic ladder need a bunch of stuff. You wind up over-promising, but we're going to give you reparations to people at the bottom of the economic ladder.
Reparations. Ding, ding, ding. How long has it been? I told y'all. Y'all remember that shit? I told y'all at the onset, right before the primaries began. This was 2000 and this is just a couple years ago, 2019 when the primaries began, and CNN and MSNBC, they were giving some lip service to reparations and shit. And I was in there laughing at your asses. Yo, are you serious? You ain't getting shit. You better get your ass up, go get some jobs. Because, reparations, it really is it's just red meat for this weak victim, very feminine mindset that, I'm sorry, sisters, y'all really have played into and brought into wholeheartedly. I mean, wholeheartedly. I could go in on the chick that I was just most recently dealing with. Yeah, she's black. And guess what? The nightmare is real. So thusly, sis, y'all are the Democratic Party's bread and butter. If you look at any of the videos produced during the fortification, right? Who was it? It was mainly black women sitting up there in their appointed positions of, you know, saying election commissioners and on election boards and all this other fun shit, basically doing masses bidding. Y'all zaddy girl, whether y'all realize it or not. And you too, Mr. Jones, you're Zaddy's girl.
Ladder, talking weird to appeal to people at the top of the ladder, and the working class walks away from you. That is the danger we're facing.
No. That's the reality. Hold on. That's the reality that you have. Because even still, you guys have pushed. Let's leave it on this douchebag. So even still, you guys have pushed this shit for years. And it's not just Van Jones. It's Bill Maher. Bill Maher recently came out because the coach for the Commanders, the Washington Redskins, came out and was like, you know, the J6 was a dust up, and he got fined and everything else like that. And Bill Maher's like, yo, this is ridiculous. He shouldn't have gotten fined. And whereas I wholeheartedly agree, Bill, this is the environment y'all fucking TDS has created. This is the environment your TDS, your craze, your complete bullshit created. And now that we're sitting here basically dealing with the fallout from your fucking temper tantrums and shit, now you're like, oh, well, this is so shocking. This is, we're in true danger. We've really lost the fucking path. No, y'all lost the way a real long time ago. Bill Maher, Van Jones, all of these people who sat there with their incredible amounts of Trump derangement syndrome and was just like, no, we just need to get rid of Trump. Well, how's that working out for us, huh? Because we're all sitting in it. This is because of you. Trying, bitch. This is because of you. You did this. You're the reason we have the inflation we have at the rate that we have it. You're the reason our gas prices are so fucking high. You're the reason why we have the baby formula shortages. This all lands on your side. And I hate that side shit. Because at the end of the day, I know that no matter what fucking party someone claims to care about, the main thing you care about is your own fucking self-interest. Each and every one of us, to a fucking man. So, yeah, just because the party's with one thing, yeah, you're gonna sit there and fucking backtrack no matter what. Fuck you. You did this shit. Own it, motherfucker. So guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff, if you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day? Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here. For very obvious reasons, bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Odyssey as well. Links in the description. Links actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, Van Jones is full of shit. CNN's full of shit. Bill Maher is full of shit. Everybody who's sitting here pretending as if, this was unforeseeable, or as if these things haven't been out of fucking pocket for the longest, yeah, completely full of shit. But you may disagree, and that's what my comment section's for. Till the next one.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem.